Union Home Minister Amit Shah will hold a virtual rally in West Bengal at 11 am today. BJP sources said that although this rally is a part of the BJP's Self-Reliant India campaign, Amit Shah may target the Mamata Banerjee government on issues such as coronavirus disaster, cyclone Amphan, migrant crisis and the politics of violence in Bengal. The rally will be broadcast live on BJP's Facebook and Twitter pages. Shah had a virtual rally in Bihar on Sunday and Odisha on Monday. BJP sources said that the party is planning to hold 1,000 virtual rallies in Bengal to cover every part of the state. He said that the BJP workers have been sitting at home for the last 2 months and this rally will boost their morale and provide energy for the next year's assembly elections in 294 seats of the state. In the general elections held last year in Bengal, BJP got 18 seats and the ruling Trinamool Congress party had won 22 seats. India remains one of the most affected by the coronavirus pandemic with the daily increase in the cases. As per the data shared by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, India now has 2,66,598 cases of coronavirus. Out of them, 1,29,917 are active cases, whereas 1,29,215 have been cured, discharged, or migrated. Now, the number of active cases and the number of recovered cases is almost similar. The death toll due to coronavirus in India has reached 7,466. In a biggest single day jump, India has registered nearly 10,000 coronavirus cases. India reported 9,987 new COVID-19 cases and 331 deaths in the last 24 hours. Maharashtra remains the worst affected state with 88,528 cases. This is more than what China has reported. Among them, 44,384 are active cases, 40,975 have been cured, whereas the death toll is at 3,169. The state is followed by Tamil Nadu with 33,229 cases, Delhi with 29,943 cases. Gujarat remains the fourth most affected state in the country with 20,545 cases and 1,280 deaths. The World Health Organization on Monday said that the coronavirus pandemic situation was worsening around the globe as it warned against the complacency. The WHO said it had recorded its highest daily tally of new infections, with COVID-19 raging in the Americas. And as mass protests for racial justice sweep across the United States and beyond, the United Nations Health Agency urged anyone demonstrating to do so safely. After East Asia, Europe has become the epicenter of the disease but has now been overtaken by the Americas. Although the situation in Europe is improving, globally it is worsening. That is what WHO chief said. Turning to the wave of protests sparked by the killing of George Floyd on May 25th, WHO chief encouraged active surveillance of the virus to ensure it does not rebound, especially in the context of mass gatherings. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi today targeted Home Minister Amit Shah over his statement at a virtual rally. Amit Shah said that the surgical strikes and air strikes after the terror attacks in Uri and Pulwama showed that India's defense policy was strong and the country knows how to protect its borders. Rahul Gandhi, taking a dig at him, cited Urdu couplet that everyone knows the reality of the border, but to keep the heart happy, probably it is a good idea. Now, Rahul Gandhi tweeted this sarcastically. Hours later came Rajnath Singh's reply. Rajnath Singh is the Defence Minister of India. He said, when there is a pain in the hand, then get treatment. But what should one do when the hand is itself the pain? In the reply, Rahul Gandhi asked a question straight up. He asked, have the Chinese occupied Indian territory in Ladakh? Now, this was in response to the India and China, which are both engaged in military level talks over the Ladakh standoff. The defacement of Mahatma Gandhi's statue by unknown miscreants was a disgrace, US President Donald Trump has said, days after it was vandalized with graffiti and spray painting during the nationwide protest against the custodial killing of African American George Floyd. The statue, which is across the road from the Indian Embassy, was vandalized on the intervening night of June 2nd and June 3rd, prompting the Indian Embassy to register a complaint with the local law enforcement agencies. The incident happened during the week of nationalized protest against the custodial killing of George Floyd in Minneapolis on May 25th.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.